We got Denise Myers, Paul Myers, got the Road Warrior Investors, and we're out in an undisclosed location because we don't want to.
In Idaho.
We're in Idaho, but we don't want to. What we want to share with the viewers is, as a real estate investor, what not to buy, or if you're going to buy it, have a different kind of an exit strategy, and that would be a tear down to replace with a brand new building, whether it's a scrape and replace with a manufactured home or a single family. So I'll have Paul do a little sharing.
This house was brought to us by somebody that they want to sell this. Obviously, it looks like they may have started some work on it. May need a few items that we don't get paid back for.
May have gotten them over their heads.
This is, I think, a 40s house. Is that what this is, up in the 40s or something? Yep, 1940s. So we're in Idaho. So 40s was a time of making things work in Idaho, probably just building stuff with, especially this area. I think this part of the town here is kind of leftover stuff, but you can see it inside the house.
We'll go inside.
There's a lot of things that
will you open the door for me, dear?
It's not the door that's the problem, it's the floor.
Okay. I'll just go right into it. Oh,
so
right into the floor. There it is.
So I don't know if many people know, but I was a structural framing inspector for a while. There's so much here that I can't even, without speech, of what is wrong with this house.
Let's do the top three.
So it has a concrete foundation in the back.
In the back, there's a concrete foundation.
All right. Here, it has CMU block along that wall. Yep. So, and they aren't even mortared together. They're just sitting there.
Here, and then all the foundation pieces here, right? This isn't even a CMU block.
Well, those, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do this.
And then this, I think, is kind of harsh on.
Well, you also probably notice the other thing, too, is this is not 16 inches on center. It's a 24. These should at least be 16 inches on center.
Okay.
So you have a center beam of a house. Okay, this way sheer. Yeah. You have to have sheer walls this way. And this looks like this would have been a wall at one time to provide shear. Because if I shake the house, it actually shakes.
Oh, yeah.
And shear is like this, right? So the house has shear this way, does not have shear this way. They have 2x6 frames here. This is not the right beam for the main wall here. You need to put actual glulam beam in here. This a doubled up 2x6 is not enough to. The span's too big for that. Way too big. 4x4 post too small. This is probably about the right size. 24 inch on center is wrong. They have 2x4s up here for framing, for roof framing. They cut into the bottom of the 2x6 here.
I didn't see that.
To put these in. You can see it's all just off. Everything is just absolutely off. It's sitting on blocks.
All throughout, yeah.
I didn't even know where to.
Well, the other big gaping hole to call out.
Here, like they put this little temporary wall in. There's no bottom plate.
What's a bottom plate?
There's no bottom plate here. See, they have pieces. These bottom plates should be a continuous wood like this.
Solid piece.
Like this. This is a top plate.
Okay.
Double. This should have a continuous bottom plate. Like it doesn't. They mounted this up and they put blocking in between, which is not. No.
Can I call out the other big gaping hole?
What?
Why did they pull down all the outside walls along with the inside walls? Why?
Well, I'll show you. Like, look at the weight load here.
Oh boy.
See, this is twisting. Why do you think this is twisting? It's not supported correctly. This right here.
So being inside is dangerous.
No, it's not. Here's a couple king studs here. They double this up.
Stud? I don't even know. What's a king? I've been doing this with you for 20 years. I don't know what a king stud is.
It's just because it's supporting this much weight right here. So they stacked this, they upturned this beam up here, which isn't big enough, and put it on two 2x4s, and then they sandwiched some other 2x4s on the back side of the top plate. And even this one's bowed. This says Boise Cascade on it. It's older, but even it's bowed.
I can tell you what I know about a king stud. That's my king stud.
Nice.
And what is a king stud?
Well, usually it goes from the top. It goes all the way down to as far as it can. It's a continuous piece that goes from the top and bottom of the beam all the way down to the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a cripple is usually in between when it's not fully.
Okay.
It's under.
Well, where's
something.
the queen stud?
I don't know. But needless to say,
we're having fun tonight.
I don't even know what to even. I mean, I could just look at the ceiling and see every board is warped, off, level. This one here is spliced.
What?
Oh my God! This has got a. Here.
I got stud in my way, baby.
Oh yeah, so here
I can't get up.
Oh,
so
here.
You want to take that?
So, and you can see what happens when the roof gets real weak. You can see up here, that one's already broken. This one's breaking here too. There's too much weight on it right there. People have tried shoring it up, but they're actually technically the way the roof's frame is incorrect by today's standards. 24 inches on center, not uncommon for 40s, but please don't do it now. Let's mention this wood is really, look at this. This wood is actually really, it's really dry rotted here too. It's really soft. So,
and they just did the roof too.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, Paul, would you say this would be a first-time investor project for someone as a new investor to take on?
If they want to do one job and never do anything ever again, this is their project. But no, this is not
a first-time investor project.
Yeah, this is more of a. I personally, I don't say many houses to scrape and replace, but this is one that by the time you fix all this problem, I would just scrape this and build something nice here.
Well, we haven't confirmed this, but in talking with one of the neighbors on the street coming into the house, she said that this may be FEMA zone.
Could be. Don't know, but there's a creek in the backyard.
But that's the chatter on the street because there is apparently a creek back here. And so if it's in a FEMA zone, Paul, what does that mean?
It's a floodplain zone that requires FEMA to have FEMA flood insurance on the property.
And we have to raise the house up.
Typically, in order to get flood insurance, the house has to be at a certain mean elevation of where the maximum flood would be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just to basically protect FEMA, protect everybody that your house doesn't get flooded. They waste a lot of money on insurance, really is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though something's been here this long.
Okay.
And it's probably never flooded.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's just a little tidbit. We just had to bring this up on video because it's really bad. There's also this bark beetle damage in some of the wood too.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Where's the bark beetle damage? Like, where you see? Oh, right here.
I think there's just some rot.
Oh, in here, huh?
Not uncommon. There's a little rot here and there.
But it's just one more thing.
Just one more nail in the structure to make it go away.
Oh,
except for the wiring. That's cable.
I'm glad it's not live. I just knocked my head into it.
No, that's cable. Okay, well that's all we got.
What not to buy, especially as a first-time investor. There's a lot to this one. And as we pick at it even more, it becomes worse and worse.
We haven't gotten to plumbing or electrical or anything like that. I didn't even want to go there.
Yeah. This is not one we'll be buying or even making an offer on, I can tell you that.
Right out the door, which I think that.
We'll be moving on to the next one. Sometimes it's okay not to make an offer. Husband, would you mind?
It does have a nice door, though, here.
Oh, thank you.
Has a door ready to go back in with a window.
Ready to go. Nice. All right.
Next up.
That's right. So,
Road Warrior Investors out.
We'll see you back out in the field. See ya.
I don't say many houses to scrape and replace, but this is one that by the time you fix all this problem, I would just scrape this and build something nice here.
What we want to share with the viewers is, as a real estate investor, what not to buy.